So just made it to the first step of our destination. Just made it to Lac-Mégantic, 3 hours later. About to go check in at the hotel and get my things done, and then I'll give you a little tour of the town. Check-in was completed successfully. I got myself a nice, cute room. See for yourself. That's the bathroom. As for now, I'll be going with you to the downtown of Lac-Mégantic, where I'll tell you a little bit more about this town, about its history, and why it is infamously famous. This is the beautiful church of the town of Lac-Mégantic. But that's not why this town is famous. The reason is it's something way more catastrophic that struck this town on an evening of July 2013. As you can see here, there's a little memoriam. And here are the names of all those who tragically died when the catastrophe hit Lac-Mégantic on the eve of July the 6th, 2013. When you see train tracks, this is what makes Lac-Mégantic infamously famous. Not far from the church we just visited, if you took a small walk, you will notice that this area seems quite new. Yet, there is a feeling of nothingness here. We're gonna walk this little memoriam. So on the eve of July 6th, 2013, this used to be the downtown of Lac-Mégantic, that whole street. Instead of beautiful shops, what you see now are rocks, debris, flowers with little words. Wishes. Inokchuks. And quotes. But there's also this guitar. A little prayer book. A flower's arch. What happened is there was a massive, catastrophic train explosion. Due to technical error, there was a train that was supposed to be parked that lost its brakes, and it was carrying the gas tanks. And I'm standing exactly where these gas tanks exploded, wiping out the downtown, creating a massive tragedy, lots of dead people. And in the town of Lac-Mégantic, whenever you mention that tragedy, the wound is very much open. This is why it's infamously famous. It has a beautiful lake upon which it is named, Lac-Mégantic, where we're gonna go shortly. But I wanted to show you this grim landmark of how little human mistakes can cost the life of many, and how in an instant a life may be changed. This is another little park. Lots of monuments. I decided to come to Lac-Mégantic because it's gonna be my departure point for the coming hikes I have planned. One is gonna be a specific trail on Mount Mégantic, and the other one is gonna be another national park which is called Parc Frontenac. And in between, I shall take you to visit the small town of Thetford Mines. That's not my first time in Lac-Mégantic. In fact, the first time I visited the town, it was 4 years ago in 2021. We were still battling with the pandemic and the different restrictions and the COVID measures. But coming to this town and discovering this little 9,000 people town, quiet by the lake, was very healing and beautiful, and I kept an amazing memory of it, very sweet memory of it. And right now I'm walking with you at the waterfront of Lac-Mégantic, which is called Le Parc des Vétérans, or the Veterans Park. And this was the first spot I discovered, so take a look at that. This is Lac-Mégantic. And very, very, very far, that little hill there is where I'm gonna be hiking tomorrow. We can actually see one of the peaks, which is called the Mount St. Joseph, or the Peak of St. Joseph. And that's the beautiful, calm Veterans Park by the lake. It's amazing how sentimental it is to me, or emotional, I don't know which is the right word. But for a reason, I really love coming back. So here's your panoramic view. And as I told you, these are the three peaks. I already climbed Mount St. Joseph, already went for Mount Mégantic, but tomorrow I will take you to discover the trail of Montagne de Franceville. And this is where I'll be heading. Sun is strong. So calm. So beautiful, so green. And the most amazing thing is, after 4 years, nothing has changed. Nothing. Even the tents are the same. It's sick. This is what I love about these little towns. It seems as if time stops there, which allows you to take a breather. I'll catch you later. Yes, you read that correctly. Maine is actually 31 kilometers from here. Lac-Mégantic is really, really, really close to the United States. And really far from here, the mountain range we see are the Appalachians, which happen to be in the United States. So this is Lac-Mégantic, but I'm standing literally on a bridge over a lake. Well, the nice part about that is I'm gonna do a little stunt here. From this lake, we have this. And this is where the Rivière Chaudière starts its course, literally. This is where it starts it. And it will go all the way towards Quebec City, a couple of hundred of kilometers away.